Friends, I hope you are well. Man, we are working hard to get all the Palantir we can before it gets out of control. Some of us had a pretty good Monday. Some of us are still reeling from the weekend. That's okay, we'll get there. But friends, I am so glad you are here to listen to me yap about Palantir. So this is going to be a video where I pretty much don't say a lot of bad things about Palantir because I know people get upset when I just say a bunch of good things. Imagine that. But I think we do need to focus on the good stuff with Palantir. Obviously, there's bad stuff with every company, and there's still people that believe Tesla's not going to do more than what it's done already. Give me a break. So this is just me and how I see it and what I'm doing. Today we found ourselves having a really good day with Palantir, trying to get back up into this 16 mid-range. We didn't hit that high, considering what we've seen in the past, but we did hit a 16 right under 1610. I honestly thought it was going to do a little more, so I'm expecting maybe this Tuesday, tomorrow, whenever you're watching this, for it to hopefully be having a pretty good day since we had a, well, day today. Now, this doesn't mean that Palantir is going to run up to $20. I don't think we're going to see that until we see more news with Palantir. I think Palantir is just doing what we said it was going to do. It's just going to fluctuate. It's going to play around a 15 to maybe a 16, 17 on a good, on a really good day, and on an astronomical day, maybe we'll see 18, 19. But those are on really big days where the volume is helping and putting it to work. But right now, just on the basis of just a normal volume day, more than normal volume day, this is probably what we're going to see. I think the low is probably going to be somewhere in the high 15s. Hopefully, and I say that because I'm about to put more money in Palantir. Now, when I say that, I know people are going like, well, what about your cost already? You're chipping away at what you've already made. I get that, but I'm not really even looking at Palantir right now at a $20 stock. I'm looking at Palantir as almost a retirement fund, and I know that may be boring to a lot of investors. I get that 100%, but I'm looking at Palantir for the next 10 to 15 years. So I'm looking at what the future holds with technology, with AI. Where is AI going? Right now, it's not even being, considered of what it could be. But we do know it's going to continue to do a lot here. And, Palantir is in a place right now where it's cash flow positive. We know that the rest of this year is going to be great. We know they're going to finish out the year with this quarterly at a really good number. And the other elephant in the room is that, hey, they could get another big deal here any day, and that is really going to be the big cherry on top for what we're going to see. And if we do see a deal happen here, that will be pushing Palantir guaranteed to like a 17, 18, maybe even 20 at that point, because we know that's just going to really dig into what's already been done on the balance sheet to finish out the year. So that's what everybody's hoping. Obviously, that's what everybody wants. They want one more deal to finish out the year, and Lord, I hope they do. So today we saw a good climb with Palantir. It was a good day. We've honestly had a good 5 days, I would say. Palantir's been playing around this 15, and we still are growing. On the 7th, we had a little bit of a sell-off, but since then we've been coming back here, and now Palantir getting back into this $16 range, touching it once again. It's pretty nice here, considering we hadn't seen it since August 30th when we hit around a 1633. But like I said before in the beginning here, this is probably what we're just going to see. We're going to see it pinballing all over the place from a high 14 to maybe a 17, 18, somewhere in there on a really good day. And obviously people are they're buying, selling because they know it's kind of like a safe bet right now that we know we're pretty much guaranteed for Palantir. The money's already there, the deal's already there, that they're going to finish out October, November, and December strong in the quarterly to wrap up the end of the year. It's kind of a guarantee. Something dramatic would have to happen, and I don't really know what that could be at this point because Palantir's already got the money in the bank. To say that, when I talk about retiring on Palantir, obviously people go, well, what do you think this thing's going to be, into the future? I really don't even want to say, because I know a lot of people have been putting crazy numbers out there. There's people that have $500, $100. I've seen some people even say like it's going to be like an $800 stock. Those are all great numbers. I hope so. There's a lot of competition out there with AI stocks, and AI companies aren't like unknown. There's a lot of them, and I do believe there's going to be an AI buzz more than we've seen already, where it's kind of like the EV market. You remember when there was like 2 EV companies? and then all of a sudden there was like 1,000 EV companies. I think we're going to kind of see something like that with AI more than we think. Obviously, AI is a completely different machine, and the cost of AI companies are much lower than the EV market and EV, making an EV vehicle. I'm always going to pick the AI company in general. So friends, I was just giving an update video. People ask me every now and then, what am I doing with Palantir? Am I still keeping it? Yeah, I'm still keeping it. I'm actually going to be probably putting in a lot more money here. I'm going to wait and see if we can get another sell-off here back to a high 14. And then I'll probably put in another little buy order on it and have that somewhere else in another portfolio. So that is what I'm looking at, friends. I'm not looking for 20. I'm looking for like 100, 150 with a split 10, 15 years down the road from now. So I know my position in that is probably kind of boring for people. I am curious to see though what this time next year, what Palantir is going to be at. That's what a lot of people are really wondering. At the end of the year here, are we going to be talking about Palantir being on the S&P 500? It looks like it is. Like that's going to be happening. And we're getting more and more big companies buying into Palantir. So friends, I'm going to stop yapping. I wish all of you the best of luck. Let me know what you think. What do you think Palantir is going to do here? Do you think we're going to end up the year at a $20 price range, a $15 price range? Are we going to see another deal be done where we see a $30 price range? And this time next year, what do you think? Are we looking at $100 for Palantir here? Are we just incredibly low right now? And this is like chump change compared to what it's going to be. Friends, I think the sky's the limit on Palantir, what's going to be happening, especially they are so cash positive right now. This is where you want to be in a company and what you want to see from a company. This is really good stuff right here, friends. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.